Hi everybody, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on how my Yamaha PSR-E363 is doing. I sort of discovered a new feature for this that I thought I'd share with you. Hope that you enjoy. It's a harmonizer feature. So if we select an accompaniment, let's say we'll just use the basic 8-beat rock. That's the first thing when you turn it on. Start the drums. Turn on the accompaniment. So for my voice, I'm going to use one of the organs to demonstrate this. I'll do a close-up too in a minute. This is number 13, the cool organ. I'm going to play with just one finger at a time. If I turn on the harmonizer, now listen to what happens. So what we have going on here, it's automatically adding additional notes in the chord. With this hand, with the accompaniment, I tell it what chord is being played, and now with just one finger of the other hand, I get that information interpolated into a full chord. Or maybe a better word would be extrapolated. So to set this up, we have to pick a style. I'm going to go ahead and select style number 001, which is called Brit Rock. British rock, I guess. And then I also need to turn the accompaniment on. So I'm going to start the drums, and then I'm going to start the accompaniment. So here I'm playing with one finger. Now the same thing, but I'm going to turn on this automatic harmonizer. It's really interesting when you start playing non-chord tones, how it kind of stacks a few notes to give you something that's kind of dissonant and at the same time kind of still works. So for example, I'm going to hold the B flat chord, and now I'm going to play a D flat, which is not in the chord. So we're hearing all three notes of the B flat chord, which includes the D natural, and we're hearing the D flat at the same time. Really wild when you start playing whole other chords with the other hand. Here it is, where I'm playing one chord in the accompaniment and a different chord using the harmonizer up here. So you sort of get both chords at the same time. It's really cool, especially with the drums turned on. I could see how this could be super useful, especially in like a rock or blues situation where the chords might be fairly well known and the same chord might be lasting for a long time. You can get something that sounds really sophisticated when in reality what you're doing essentially is having one chord that's in the accompaniment being played by the sequenced instruments and a different chord being played by just a few fingers on your other hand. And so it creates this thick texture, and it's really just the two chords playing at the same time. So for something like blues that has a set chord progression, you could sound like you're deviating from that chord progression in a way that will still work, even if you're doing this with the other members of a band who might be sticking to the traditional 12-bar blues chord progression. So that's another great feature of this PSR-E363 that I thought you'd enjoy learning about today. Hope you enjoyed.